Sean Cowley here, Unblinded, co-creating breakthroughs and dreams, crushing fear and distortion. And you want to talk about somebody who is a competitor, a warrior, a leader. I can argue the greatest pitcher in the history of Major League Baseball. And if you think he's not top five, you're nuts. The one, the only Roger Clemens. Mr. Clemens, it is an honor and a privilege. How are you doing today?
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. It's glad to be here.
Yeah, so thank you. So I had the privilege of being in the stands for a couple of amazing moments. One, where his Yankees beat my Mets in the World Series. And also I was there in 1986 when the Mets had the most miraculous comeback in the history of the World Series after Roger Clemens had an unbelievable World Series of his complete dominance. Sir, you've had so many amazing magical moments in leadership, and bringing this to the 100th anniversary gala of the American Foundation for the Blind, it's with humility and gratitude that we thank you for being there. What's prompting you, Mr. Clemens, to decide to come to this?
Well, I appreciate the invite to come. I love to do and still do a lot of charity work, not only for the city, my hometown, Houston, but the other cities that I played in. I've had the Roger Clemens Foundation since 1992. We help at-risk children. We've gone outside the box many times, Sean, and I just love doing it. When Nick came to me and approached me about the thing, and it's really in my backyard, obviously being in New York. I was a Yankee for so many years and loved my time in New York. And I'm as curious as anybody to be a part of and see what goes down here with Helen Keller and everything that's going to happen. I'm going to bring a couple goodies with me for surprises for everybody. And again, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, you alluded earlier, 6 World Series I played in. 2 of the losses were very emotional, and but just some wonderful teammates. When you bring up those things and being maybe compared to like a Cy Young, who I was fortunate to win his award 7 times, or a Smokey Joe Wood, or a Christy Matheson, you know the history. You're very versed in the history of baseball and playing it yourself. So it's just going to be a cool, fun night. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody and get back up north to do so.
Yeah, we are as well. And you know, when you think about the fun of what's happening too, Rex Ryan took the Jets to 2 AFC championship games. Coach Ryan was on yesterday, and we were talking about like, hey, we should do something. Maybe we could have a tackling drill for blind people. Like, nah, that's not a good idea. We're like, hey, but what would be scarier? Facing down Roger Clemens in the batter's box, or Lawrence Taylor tackling you after like he blocked the Nick Lowry field goal and there's a scramble for the ball. So Nick was like, Nick, what do you think? You want to face Roger in the box or LT scramble for the ball? Because LT is going to be there as well. So what are your thoughts, Nick?
My thoughts are that I'm going to need a lot of insurance, and so will you, because being a lawyer, you and Paul will have a lot of money, and I'm looking forward to buying an NFL team with the results of that one.
I would say that insurance and a lot of ice. Everybody brings a lot of ice. Oh, mine only, I'm a little older now, Nick, so mine only stings for a little bit. It's going to sting, and but we'll need a little ice, because I'm not as, I'm a power pitcher, but I'm not as precise as I used to be.
And even when he was, what I love so much about Roger Clemens is the ferocity with which this man competed and what he stood for, and a leader in his team. And what we're doing to create disruption, the unemployment rate for the blind, takes that ferocity and takes some fun and magic. So Nicole Mayo, let's give a quick high five. Come on in, jump in quick. Nicole's like resistant too. So Roger Clemens is Nicole Mayo. She makes the magic happen. We have 200 people plus for all of it. And just an amazing fan. Her dad passed in the last year, and he was an extraordinary fan of yours as well. So
yes, you're an absolute hero in my family of Yankee fans, and I couldn't be more honored to be here. You meant a lot to us. So.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
And Mr. Clemens, we're going to see you in a week. Everybody get ready for some ice, because this man's a leader, heart-centered disruptor. And Mr. Clemens, thank you for being here.
You bet. If we've got 60 feet 6 inches and wherever we're at,
yeah, baby.
Somebody bring a catcher's mitt, and I'll bring the ball, and they can stand in there. You might hear, you won't see it, you'll still hear it. It sounds like bacon in a frying pan.
That is awesome. Love it. And by the way, even with not being able to see a Roger Clemens fastball or how to make more money, time, and magic, it's because, Tink, we're all blind.
Just learning to see.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Love you guys.
Okay.